Ducks, they're cute, quacky, and you're actually not supposed to feed them bread. But at this time of the year, some of them are in a bit of danger. See, every year from around March to June, it's duck hunting season in parts of the country, including here in South Australia. And it causes a bit of a stir, not just for the ducks, but because the sport divides opinion.
I think hunting ducks is a good source of food.
But if you're just doing it just to sort of kill them for fun, that's not really all right.
Currently, duck hunting is banned in Western Australia, New South Wales, the ACT and Queensland. But everywhere else, it's legal.
Now, even though it is legal in certain states, you can't just hunt any old duck anywhere.
Nope, there are a few rules. Like hunting can only happen in permitted areas during certain times of the day. Hunters must have a license and pass a test so they can identify protected species and not accidentally shoot them. And they can only take a limited number of ducks home.
But it's something that many people are pushing to change.
Through the 1980s and 1990s, animal liberationists clashed with hunters at the start of every season, saying the sport was cruel and dangerous to threatened species.
We're in a dangerous situation. There's two groups of people here, both with violently opposing views.
Today, they say duck hunting isn't sustainable, and duck populations in hunting states have been declining, which they think will only get worse thanks to climate change impacting their habitats. In Victoria, the Parliament has already shortened their state's hunting season and is deciding whether they'll ban it altogether. South Australia might also go down the same path, with a study from the Australia Institute showing that 3 out of 4 South Aussies support the idea.
Well, I think it should be banned if they're doing it just to kill the ducks for fun.
I reckon it shouldn't be banned, but there should be some rules around it.
Not everyone reckons the ban is a good idea, though. See, people have been hunting ducks for food for thousands of years. But in the 17th century, guns changed everything, and the sport of duck hunting, or waterfowling, massively grew in popularity. Eventually, it made its way to Australia, and today there are still many hunters who see the sport as a tradition, and as a way to get a fresh feed.
We love eating it and love doing it as a family, and it's getting out together in the outdoors, in the fresh air, and being able to do something that takes us back to our kind of traditional roots.
Hunters also argue it's good for the economy.
But many people reckon it's time to move on from the past.
This is a recognition that times have changed and what we've been doing in the past is no longer acceptable.
The Victorian Parliament inquiry has set a record for the most public input ever, and both the Victorian and South Australian Parliament still have a lot of hearings to go before they make a decision. But what do you think?
If it's like in a controlled environment where they're just killing them to get a food source, then I think it's all right.
They can help farmers get rid of some other animals that are harmful to our nature.
I think it should be banned unless you need to hunt ducks for food, or there's a big population of ducks and you need to get rid of some.